This photograph was taken in 1991, Lee's last time in public. Look closely at her face. The sharp edges. The emptiness in her eyes. She's fading away. Now look at this one. She's 25 here, starring in Days of Wine and Roses. A rising star. Nominated for an Oscar. The entire world captivated by her brilliance. So, what happened between these two moments in time? One decision. Made decades before, that single decision ended her life. She grew up in Massachusetts, a dancer before she ever dreamed of acting. Then came 1957. A Face in the Crowd, directed by Elia Kazan. She played a simple girl from a small town, but her performance? Magnetic. Every scene she owned it. Hollywood took notice. 5 years later, Days of Wine and Roses. She portrayed an alcoholic with terrifying realism. It wasn't acting, it was truth, raw, unfiltered. The Academy took note, and at 27, she stood at the top of her world. But behind the fame and the flashing cameras, another kind of craving was taking root, one she'd never escape. Hollywood in the 1950s. Cigarettes everywhere. On set, in trailers, at every party. Smoking wasn't a vice, it was an accessory. Everyone did it. Lee picked it up as a teenager, and by her 20s, she was never seen without one. Cigarettes became part of her identity. Elegant holder, graceful pose, perfect shot. She thought it made her sophisticated. She didn't realize she was slowly signing her own death warrant. Few people know she tried to quit, several times. In the 1970s, she began to feel the consequences. Her breathing was rough. The cough wouldn't stop. She knew the danger, but nicotine is a merciless master. Every attempt to quit ended the same way. Another cigarette. Hollywood didn't help. Smoking on camera was still expected. Directors encouraged it. The image came first, her health second. Look at any photo from that decade. Always the cigarette, always the smile. She was trapped inside an illusion she couldn't see through. Then came 1989. She was filming when it hit her. The exhaustion, the shortness of breath. Something was terribly wrong. Doctors ran their tests. The diagnosis was brutal: kidney cancer. Stage 4. It had already spread. To her lungs, her liver, her bones. The cigarettes had finally collected their debt. She was 54, too young for death, but cancer doesn't care. It takes what it's owed, and it took everything. She fought back. Chemotherapy began immediately. The pain was relentless. Her body weakened, hair gone, weight melting away. That radiant face turned into a shadow of itself. Still, she pushed on, determined to keep working, to finish what she started. She filmed her final movie while her body was breaking down. But the fight was slipping from her grasp. Every cigarette she'd ever smoked was catching up to her. 40 years of poison, one puff at a time. The result was inevitable. On July 6, 1991, Lee passed away from kidney and lung cancer. She was only 55. Her daughter Katie was by her side, holding her hand, watching her mother struggle for each breath. That's what lung cancer does. It steals your air, your voice, your life. The cigarettes that once made her look graceful and confident turned into her executioners. They didn't kill her quickly. They killed her slowly, patiently, one drag after another. Now look at those two photographs again. The young actress, radiant, holding her cigarette with elegance, the very image of glamour. And the final photo, frail, hollow, dying. The transformation tells the story. She had everything: beauty, success, a brilliant future. She could have lived decades longer. But one decision, one seemingly harmless habit, stole it all. The cigarettes won, and that's the story no one ever tells.